Hello, it's Spence, the evil genius, with your WordPress tip of the day. Hey guys, I've got a great plugin for you today. It will allow you as a freelance web designer to create dynamic device mockups that show on any WordPress site. Now, what do I mean by device mockup? Well, what I'm talking about is to simulate a variety of popular physical devices with some simulated content on the screen. Right here I have a MacBook. Here below I have a Nexus 7. Now the plugin that you want is called Device Mockups, and it's available for free in the WordPress.org repository, or it's available directly from your WordPress site. And it's basically a collection of shortcodes that allow you to automatically display screenshots, videos, or other content within a simulated responsive device. And the sizes that they have in the devices are an iPhone 5, iPad, iMac, MacBook Pro, Galaxy S3, Nexus 7, Surface Lumina 920. Now, the cool thing about this is that it uses shortcodes, and so basically, as I'll show you in a second, you really don't need to do anything other than click a button in order to get the device you want. It also has the handy feature of allowing you to rotate the devices in portrait or landscape, and also to add a link so that if somebody clicks on the screen, it goes where you want. So let me show you how easy it is to set up and install. So we go to our admin dashboard of our sample site here at Lab Playground, and I've installed the plugin using plugins, installed plugins, called Device Mockups. And if for any reason you don't know how to do this, click Add New, type Device Mockups, search for the plugin, and then you can click the button here which will say Install Now. Since I've already done that, obviously it's no longer necessary. Once it's there, all of the configuration is done on the screen. It's got a convenient text editor button here, a WYSIWYG editor. So if I click Edit, I just created a page, and this will work in any kind of post type, so pages, posts, or even custom post editors. You'll notice when I'm in the visual mode, there is a very handy shortcode generator here, and you can select the device you want. So let's do one live. In fact, let's go ahead and delete everything on the screen. If I were to pick, let's say, a MacBook Pro, because we know that that has a nice horizontal layout, it's the size that they gave us here. So we know we're going to need an image that has a 1440 by 900 size image. And that means when we upload it to our media library, it should be at least that big, or at least in that scale. It should have the same ratio. Otherwise, you'll end up with a gap or something on the side or the top. Now, once we've done that, we can go to our media library. Now, let me show you the configuration options here. In this case, since this is only going to be in landscape mode, obviously, because the laptop's not going to be turned on its side, we do have an option here for adding a link. So if I wanted to say, when somebody clicks on this, go to 1wd.tv, just type that in the link. Next, what I do is put the mouse cursor right between those two brackets. I can space it out if I want. And then I go to Add Media. Here I can upload with the drag and drop any images I want. I've already done that. I've added this nice image here and a couple other ones here. Remember, these should be at least 1440. I have them a little bigger even. It's 2500. You should optimize that and make it as close to the size you want as possible so you're not wasting any bandwidth. You can also use the EWWW image optimizer that we've shown in another quick tip to really limit the size of the JPEG image. Now, the settings you want over here are important. I say no alignment, no link, because I actually just put the link inside of that shortcode. Remember, I don't want the image to have its own independent link, or it will go where the image wants to go. And next we can select the size. Here I'm going to select the full size because that's the ideal one to fill the space. Click Insert into Page, and you're good to go. Now, because this is being displayed in the WYSIWYG editor so big, I select then the text mode, where I can go ahead and make sure that everything looks good. I want to specifically be sure that there weren't any links or things attached. And if all looks good here, you're fine. Now, the other part of it is you don't need these extra parameters for width and height, but you can leave them alone. This will allow the actual image to stay inside of the shortcode content area. So it's sort of acting like a container that will limit the overall size. You can select whether you want to have a sidebar or none, all those other good things that your theme will allow, especially when you're using the Responsive Labs child theme. And then click Update. And once you're done, you'll get the result we see here. View the page. Voila! Really quick, simple, easy, and wonderful. This has a lot of uses I can imagine. Specifically, if you've got, for example, some product or service on your homepage, it always looks nicer when you put it inside of a simulated device. Now, we've shown you other products and services that let you create these on the fly, but once you've made those, they're static images, right? You have to go back to the service to change them. Whereas with this, you can actually, be as selective as you want and every day change whatever is on there. It doesn't matter because the device images are always at your fingertips. I encourage you to give this a try. Again, it's called the Device Mockups. It's by Mr. Dink. He only has one plugin, but it's gotten a very worthy 6 ratings of 5 stars. I highly recommend it. As always, this is Spence, the evil genius. I'll see you next time.